What's up, everyone? I'm very excited to talk about a new pair of boots that just arrived. Bam, you have the clue right there. Here we have them, Rios of Mercedes. So this brand has quite the provenance in Western boot making. Um, and I've had people tell me about them, and I've looked them up and I've seen a lot of what they do. Very cool stuff. They have done a lot of work with Double RL. They've worked on their Boss boots and their most of their Western boots. They'll do a collab that you'll see that Double RL carries. Rios of Mercedes has done. Made it in the USA, which I love, and I was able to find a roper that they do, and it's just absolutely perfect for what I like to wear. As far as if I'm going to wear a Western boot, this style roper is very, very nice. Perfect. Okay, today I'm wearing a vintage pair of Red Wing Pecos, the 1472, I believe that's what they're called. Whew. Stunning, stunning. I tell you, I lucked out finding that these Pecos, these particular Pecos, in the condition that they're in and as old as they are. On top of that, what I paid for them, I'm not even gonna tell you what I paid for them because it was ridiculous. I stole them. Okay, let's get to the unboxing. So this is first of all, it's a really cool color that they got going on with this metallic Rios of Mercedes since 1853. Handmade in Texas. So it's really cool. And then the box itself opens up like a car hood. Oh, we got a card. It's okay, so I found these boots at Planet Cowboy. I'll leave a description below their site. They have really cool stuff. And if there's something that you're looking for, they can actually make it for you. They can have it done. You can get custom boots to them. So they sent a card, Planet Cowboy, Western Retro, handmade boots and hats. And a thank you for my purchase. That's really nice. A handwritten card. That's good. I love when you get something personalized from the. So yeah, Planet Cowboy. Check them out. I'll leave a description below. But look at this, what we have here. So we have, look at that. So this is horse, and I do not own any boots made in horse leather, with horse leather. This is called the Macore, and it is, wow, it's thick. This leather is serious. So let me take out whoa. Very, very beautiful boot. And it has we'll go into the details when we get close, but I noticed it has a rubber on the outsole, the leather outsole, and a rubber heel. Man, this is seriously thick. This is like, so, yeah, having never had horse leather, I have heard from a couple of boot brands who do make their boots with horse leather that it does take a bit to break in, and this particular I think is from the horse butt. And the color is just amazing. I don't know if it's coming off on that monitor, but it has like a nice, cool, to me, vintage brown already. And so I imagine as I wear these, it's just gonna like, kind of like if you follow me on the Red Wing side, like a copper rough and tough. But it's not if copper rough and tough, and then you put kind of like some kind of coating over it. You know how the copper rough and tough easily you can just like take your nail and you can mark it. This is not like that, but it has like those tones, those beautiful patina. These are going to patina really nicely. But yeah, And I imagine it's calf lined because it's really soft on the inside. So I imagine it was calf lined. Yeah, these are really cool, man. All right. Let's take a closer look at the Rios of Mercedes roper, and this one's called Macore. Okay, so here is a closer look at the Rios of Mercedes roper in Macore. So Rios of Mercedes has been making boots since 1853, and they originally started crafting their boots in Mexico. And I know that since then they've created other brands, and another one, Olaf, is their third brand of the Rios family, and I know that one has a great following. So I know people who have some of their, or perhaps one of their favorite Western boots, or their first Western boot could be, it's either a Rios or it could be an Olaf. So they've been in the game for a long time. So let's get to the details on this beauty. Let me take out this paper here. Okay, so the leather itself, the Macore, it's a wood colored leather, and it's thick, guys. It's really thick, and it's just like, it's very strong. It's similar to Cordovan or a Chrome XL that you may have in like your engineers. I know that there's some really nice engineers and a few other 6-inch boots made with Chrome XL. So it's very similar to that. And then, but this actual leather here is exclusive to Space Cowboy. Now, you're looking at a 11-inch tall shaft, and then it has a beautiful round toe that you know that I love. And then the heel is 1 3/4 inch, and it's a stacked leather. So this heel, it has, if you look, it kind of like goes in a bit, which is cool. I'm really digging that little angle that it has on there. And then we have a hybrid leather sole on here with the rubber inlay for traction. Now, the other ropers I have just have that full leather sole, which I can show you on my, actually let me do that. Here are my Lucchese ropers in antique brown and buffalo leather that I've been wearing and beating up and enjoying very, very much. So you see, here's that leather sole, outsole that's been worn and beat up. And at this point now, I would go in and take it to a cobbler and just have him put a rubber piece, just because you don't want to continue to, shaving layers and layers and layers, just to have the outsole last a bit longer. So it's nice that they start off with this, so that, because eventually you're gonna go and have a cobbler put it on, so you're not gonna wear the layer until it reaches the foot, your actual foot. So I like that they have this this rubber already there for you, and you can see there's some lemon wood pegs in here, which is different than the Lucchese. The Lucchese does not have any lemon wood pegs in their ropers. And I'll do a close up of the outsole, but we'll just get to the details. The other thing, looking inside the boot, let's see here. This boot comes with a removable cushion insert, which is a nice touch for that extra comfort. And then otherwise, let me see if I can get my light. Give me 1 second. Down the leather shaft here, and then you see with the insert removed what we got going on in there. I'll do a close-up of that as well. But having a removable insert is nice if it's something that you want, if you're going to be on your feet doing a lot of walking, to have that, it's cool. The one thing I would say is, if you're going to leave it in, and you want to wear it immediately, you probably want to size up a half size because it is a full insert. What I'm going to do is I'm going to break the boot in and stretch the leather without the insert and then place the insert in. That's probably what I'll do for these. All right, so let's do a close-up of some of the other details on this beautiful boot. Let's do this. So here you can see a close-up of the lemonwood pegging right there on the outsole there. And then just a close-up of how that rubber sole, and then you see here they left this. I kind of like that, not going full on rubber, just leaving that tip there. It's pretty cool. Nice little, I've seen other cobblers, well, they'll do just pieces. They'll do like a rubber piece. So you'll have leather. So it goes leather, rubber, leather, rubber, leather, rubber, which is an interesting thing. And then some do a full on rubber covering. Okay, if you look at the heel, which is cool, the heel comes in a bit. I like that. And then you have the rubber here for the impact, which for me, I like, because you have that heel toe impact, and to have that rubber, a thick rubber is nice, and it's easy and easy on the knees, at least for me. I'll do a quick comparison to the Lucchese heel. It's just a straight walking heel. There's no curve, and it's a thinner rubber. It's also a shorter leather stack. And I know that those of you who were afraid of the Lucchese roper because it was too Western for you, you're definitely going to be staying clear of this Rios, because this has even more of a Western flair, but it is just absolutely stunning. And then you have some of the stitching going up the shaft, which is really, really pretty. Very, very cool. And then the piping, the brown piping going up there. So, oh, you know what I wanted to also point out? If you look at, let's see if I can get a good, okay, here we go. So the shape of the round toe, it looks like it's a perfect shape of the actual, well, let's see how I put this. It looks like they took how the human foot is shaped, and made the last that way. It seems a bit wide, which I really like. I think that helps with the comfort. It's not narrow like maybe like a Tacova, where they can be round but they're narrow. These, I love how it comes out wide to this point, because that's actually, when you're standing, your foot spreads itself out. This is really, really nice coming out here and having that. I think whoever designed that last for this did a wonderful job, and you can tell that your foot is going to lay in there just perfectly. The other thing I wanted to point out is, if you look at how the boot comes down and then goes up, I thought that was pretty interesting as well. On the instead of just like, it's not completely flat. If you were to lay it down on the surface, this is the point, the ball of your foot would be here hitting, and then it goes up. I thought that was interesting. It's kind of like when you walk, if you see walking, how a walking shoe is designed, it kind of just has a sole that just rolls, because they said you should go from heel, toe, and go up. Like, that's how you should be walking, instead of like a hard hit, and then, or even some people walk on their toes. I have seen that, but I think that design is nice, how it's like this hits first, and then this comes up to help with that roll. They took extra care in actually how in making this a comfortable boot. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to show you. So the inside. So here's the insert that it comes with. Not super thick, but it definitely helps with any impact, honestly, that you're gonna get if you're on your feet all day. Here's a look at the inside of the boot. So you see with the insert removed that you're just on the leather itself to break in. So I'm gonna be walking on this until the boot stretches and fully breaks in, and then I'll throw in the insert and go from there. But that's what it looks like with the insert removed. And I believe this is calf inside. It's very soft on the inside on this vamp. It's extremely soft. And then this is just, you know, the horse butt all along the shaft that's not lined. All you have here, let's see, that's a nice touch. Let's see, I can show you that. Right there with the Texas flag, made in Texas. That's a cool little detail there on the inside of the boot. So those are the details on the Rios of Mercedes roper in the Macore leather. All right, let's do the on feet.
Okay, so here we have the Rios of Mercedes roper in Macore leather on feet. And today I'm wearing Tenue Denim salvage denim in the Pablo fit. I like it's not too narrow, nor is it too baggy, too much of a cut. I think it's a perfect cut just to lay over the shaft of a boot. Now, I am wearing the ropers without the insert. They're more comfortable. I think if I were to leave the insert in, I'd probably go a half size higher. And I went with the same size as I did my Duquesne roper, which is also the same size as my Macore if you follow me for Red Wing, because of Red Wing. The shape of the boot, I think, so it's a nice overcast day, which is perfect because you can see the color is nice and balanced. But I think the color of the boot is just fantastic. Look at that. Look at the color light is just, you know, so as I stated, it does have like a copper rough and tough, like Red Wing's copper rough and tough as far as color, but it has a bit of a finish on top of that. And so basically if you were to like put a high shine on a copper rough and tough, which I know a lot of you would be like, I would never do that, but I think this looks fantastic. And as I wear these and as these break in, it's just going to take on even more characteristics. So as far as how it feels with the fit, very comfortable, no rubbing whatsoever right now. I want to go for a long walk just to see exactly how. So I do have a bit of heel slippage, which you should have a slight bit of heel slippage when you put on a Western, and so it's just a little bit there. And so I want to take these for a walk and just to get like a true feel of how they are going to feel and if there's any pinching. But for now, so as I stated, how maybe this side is the light, how the vamp was kind of designed to take a human foot and not too narrow. So stepping in, your foot feels it just lays perfectly. You know, there's no pinching. You don't feel any pinching whatsoever on that. That's whoever designed that definitely took that into consideration when they designed the last. And then that impact in the heel with that rubber is just really comfortable. As I take a step here, I can feel that you're not, feeling it all the way up to your knee when you're walking to hit that. That's just really nice. And I want to see, let's see if I can get a shot of that curve that I was talking about. So when you're making that step and then that ball hits and then lifting. These are cool, man. I know some of you guys who follow me are like, no, you wouldn't go with a Western boot. and you know I've been wearing pull-ons because of the quarantine, the pandemic, and I just come in and slip on my boot, pull on my boot in and out after being out and walking the dog and being out to run to the grocery store or whatever. But I've really fallen in love with a nice pull-on and then these Western style boots until we can get out of this pandemic and I can wear a lace-up, be out for 8 hours. But I'm really digging this, and you guys know that I'm gonna get. I actually already have another one on the way, but you know, once I buy a boot, I start buying every colorway that they make. So there's definitely more Rios ropers on the way, 100%. This thing. I started with this color because I didn't own any horse, and I wanted to try out how horse leather feels. And I've heard things about horse leather, but man, I'm gonna have fun in these, baby.
That is the Rios of Mercedes roper in Macore. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, be a boot. See you guys next time. All right, we are smacking the boot for sync in 3, 2, 1. Oh God. 3, 2, 1. All right, that is the Mercedes of Rios. Ha, that's funny. 3, 2, 1.